For those that know me, they know that this is way out of my comfort zone. I'm scared to death up here. But I'm so encouraged at seeing everybody out here today. How many of you never thought you'd be doing something like this? I think many of us, that's great. I think many of us are tired of shouting at the TV and the radio at what's going on. And you might be asking, where do I start? What can I do? I think it's great that all of you are here showing your support for keeping our country free. We need to come together to help protect our republic. And coming here today is one of the steps in getting involved, lending your voices. You can also start by asking questions. Educate yourself, read about your history, and study the issues from different sources. How many have contacted their elected officials? Great, great. Some of you maybe have even contacted them so many times they know you by your first name, which you have to keep calling. You have to keep them in line or know where you stand, and so you need to keep doing that. Like Amanda said, we kind of wonder if they're listening. They aren't. They do hear us though, but they just won't listen to what we have to say. And I think that's because they don't want to admit, no, I think that they want to admit it because they don't want to vote the way their constituents want them to vote. They think they know what's best. And best for whom? Their constituents or their own pockets. Why do you think they don't want to face us? They don't come to some of the town hall meetings and gatherings that we have. I don't think they have answers for our questions. I also think they're getting scared of us because we're catching on to what they're doing. And you know what? It's the people who put them into office, and it's the people who can take them out of office. You can contact your state representative and senators for state issues, but they can also help with votes coming out of Washington. It's called the 10th Amendment. The Constitution was set up for the states to be sovereign. Tell your state people to push back at Washington. Tell them to let Washington that we don't want to accept any more debt being forced upon our state. Another place you can start is, like Stephen mentioned, joining a group like the Sauk Valley Tea Party. By joining the Sauk Valley Tea Party, we can join to make our voices stronger. Just think of it like a rope. Each strand in a rope is not as strong individually as it is collectively. People like you here today are the reason the health bill was stalled. We can make a difference. You can also get involved in your local city council, county board, school board, all the way up to the state or federal level. Our plan with the Sauk Valley Tea Party is to have committees that will look into issues to keep you informed on the candidates, current elected officials, and what is going on at the local, state, and federal levels. And this is where we need your help. This will be very difficult for a few people to do all the work. We all have jobs, we all have families, and we don't have much free time. We need your help to make this work. Pick an area of interest to keep an eye on. Then let us know what you find out by having it added to our webpage. Postings could be meetings elected officials are having on candidates that are in the area. It could be votes that are coming to the floor of the state, federal, or local level. If If we work together, we can keep this movement going. We must keep this movement going, or our country could change overnight if we don't watch them. One more place you can turn is to God. Our country was divinely founded. It is moving away from God. We need to move our nation back to God. You want to know how we can make a difference in next year's election? Get out and vote in numbers in the primaries. Many feel they are voting for lesser of two evils when it comes to the general election. We're stuck with substandard choices of candidates. That's because we don't vote in the primaries. Do your homework. Attend town hall meetings or meet the candidates. Ask them questions to find out how they stand. We need to come out in full force and vote in the primaries for a candidate who holds the values we hold and can vote for. So tell everyone you know to get out and vote next year. It's just as important to vote in the primaries as the general election. We are showing we can make a difference. Speak without fear. That's what I'm doing right now. Thank you. The town hall meetings and the tea parties are perfect examples of what our republic is all about. We cannot be afraid to speak out. That would be tyranny. Our freedom to speak out is a constitutional right. It should not and cannot be taken away from us. Where would we be if that happens? I hate to even think about that. Let's make our voices heard like never before. I hope things that I have mentioned inspires you to get involved. Small steps make a big difference when enough of us take them. We need to flex our muscles to keep government out of our lives. You are not alone. We are in this together. 2010, here we come.